In this session, we are going to talk about the drill through feature. Drill through refers to the capability to move from a main report page to another detailed report page within Power BI, carrying over the filter context of the selected data points. This feature is particularly useful when users need to explore the data in more detail without cluttering the main report with too much information. So let's say we are in this Power BI screen and now I have created this sales by region over here. Or let's say if there are only the region names for now. Now, what I need to do is if I'm talking about the central region, I want some more detailed information for it. So for that, what I have done is I have used this button over here, which is taking me to a more detailed page. If I talk about the detailed page, I have created one page, which is for the detailed information. Now over here, I can see the individual region, the sum of sales, sum of profit, the quantity which it has sold, the discount that has been offered, and what is the sales trend looking like, and also which are the categories and how much profit they are making. So if I talk about the region such as the central region, I can click over here in the central region and I can click on the details part, and then it would show me all the details related to that central region. Now if I want to talk about some another region, let's say if I go back to this region and if I'm talking about the North Asia, I can click on North Asia and then I can select this, click here for the more detailed info, and then I would be able to see the North Asia region and the trend that is going on. Now, how would you do it? So the reason that we are using this drill through is that our main report page is not cluttered. We can provide some minimal information over here and we can tell the users that in order to see the maximum information, what you can do is you can click over here and you can then be redirected to a more detailed level page. And over here, we have created this detailed info page. How would you do it? So this feature is known as the drill through feature. So for that, what you need to do is, let's say that I'm having this new page, page 2, and here I have created a pie chart. And in this pie chart, I just want to see the different markets. So what I'll do is I will take the data, I will put the market, and I will put the categories. Or let's say I will put the sales for now. So what this has done is this has created some markets and this has created the different sales for me. So now I want to see the more detailed information about the sales inside that market. This is giving me a high level overview only. For that, what I'll do is I will use the drill through feature. So in order to use the drill through feature, what you need to do is whenever you are seeing this visualization part, you will see over here, I have this option of add drill through fields over here. Right now I'm working with the market. So what I'll do is I will add this market over here. Now let's see if you want to see this in detail, what would you do? So you can see over here on the right side in the visualization part, it says add drill through fields over here. So we'll be adding some drill through fields over here, but we need to see some detailed information about the sales which is happening in different market. So for that, I can go to the new page and I will create over here some detailed information. For that, I will click on the card. I will create some cards. Let's say that I'm creating a card of the total sales that has happened. So I can drag and drop the sales over here, which is showing me the total sales that has happened. Then I'll be using a line chart which would show me the sales trend. So to see the sales trend, I will take this date first and then I will take the sales. Then I want to see which is the category which is giving me highest amount of sales. So for that, I will use this tag bar chart. Here I will put the categories and the sales. So now let's say that we have created this detailed page and this can be more informative page. As you can see, I have created one detailed info page over here. So you can create a page of this kind also. Now the main objective of mine is to that whenever the users come to this page to this report particularly, and they are looking at this high level overview for each market. Let's say they are talking about this APAC market and they go in this APAC market. Now they want to see the more detailed information out of it. So they should be redirected to page 3 if they want to see it. So how can we do it? So again, we are back in the page 3 and over here where it says add drill down through fields over here, you can drag and drop the market. Now don't worry about this filter part. You can just collapse it. Then again, you go back to this page 2. One thing to notice over here before going back to the page 2 is that it has arrow button now. Now what is this arrow button doing? So if you come over here in the arrow button, it says control plus click here to go back to the previous page in this report. That means it has added this button for you itself, which is redirecting you to the previous page. So what I'll do is I will expand this arrow button in order for users to see it more clearly. Now, if I press control and click on this button, you can see it has redirected me to this sum of sales by market part. Now, a user comes in and they are talking about the EU market. So they go over here and now they can right click and use this drill through feature. This drill through feature will redirect them to the page 3. So they can select page 3. Now, if you come to the page 3, it is only showing you the sales that has happened in the EU region. Now, how do you know it that this is the particular EU region only? So for that, what you can do is you can add a card over here and you can put the market. So you can see it is showing you the EU market. Currently, the values are set for the EU market. Again, I go to the page 2. This time I'm talking about this yellow part, which is the US market. So I click over here, right click and use the drill through option. It would again redirect me to the page 3. And now you can see all the cards have been changed. And right now it is talking about the US market and the sum of sales is 2.3 million. If you want to go back to the previous page, you can press Control and click on this arrow. It would bring you back to the previous page. Whenever you select any visualization, you will also be able to see this data drill option over here. So in the tab over here, we have this data drill option, and over here we have this drill through option. So you can click on this drill through option, which would basically turn this drill through part on. So now if you directly click on any visual, it would start showing you the drill through feature directly. No need to right click again. It would directly show you that you want to drill through, and we are redirecting it to this particular page. Now to customize it a bit, you can right click over here, rename it and say market details. Now click on this part, it will show you drill through and then it will say market details. This is more customized for a user. Let's say if you don't want to use this click and drill through feature, what would you do? You need to add a button in this case for the users to face some less complexity. For that, we will be talking about these things in the upcoming session, but I'll give you an idea. What you can do is you can go to insert and over here we have this buttons option. So click on button and over here in the button, I will use this blank button. This would add a blank button for me. I'll just minimize this visual for now so I can see the button. Now I want the user to click this button and then they should be redirected to the next page. So over here, I would add some text which would say that for more detailed information, click over here. So you can select the button. You can change the shape of it. You can change the rotation. You can change the style for it. We'll be talking about these things in the upcoming sessions also. So in the text part, turn this text on and say, click for more detailed information. Again, you can customize this button as well. So let's say if you want to change the colors and all also, you can change the colors so that it should be easily visible to the user. Right now, let's say I have made this font color to a darker shade of blue. Now we have to add some properties to this button because this button is right now doing nothing. So I will click on this button and over here, I will again get this action part. Turn this action part on. Now it would ask you what kind of action do you want to do it. So click over here in the type and then tell it that I want to drill through. Select drill through and then it would ask you the destination. Where do you want to land your this particular visuals details? So over here, I will select the destination as the market details, and that's all we need to do. You can see right now this button is grayed out, but as soon as I select any market over here, so first let's turn this drill through feature off from this data drill. Now, whenever I select any market, this is now highlighted. So it is asking for click for more detailed information. So I can press Control and click over here, and this would then take me to the market details part. Again, you can make customize this report, you can format it, you can add some more detailed information over here like I have done in this particular visuals. So I haven't added too many details over here also like the markers and the other text also, but you can customize it according to your need. So this is how you will use the drill through feature. Again, a quick overview. Let's say if you want to see the detailed information of any part over here, the visual part. So you will select it by clicking over it, and then you can use the buttons to drill through it. The drill through it part would be basically taking to you to a new page where you can see the more detailed information about that visual. This is used to not clutter the report page too much and in order to keep it simple for the user to give them the capability that if they want to see the detailed information, then only they can go and move forward with it. So this was all for drill through part. Thank you.